Last night was a historic moment in rock and roll. There are not a lot of times you can definitively say that, but in this instance, it is true. With Kiss playing their final show at Madison Square Garden after a historic career dating back to 1973 when the band was founded. Of course, they have sold over 100 million albums worldwide. They set the standard early on for what a fan base should be, what many bands wish their fan base would be. The Kiss Army, one of the most loyal and dedicated audiences that there have ever been in music. Of course, Kiss influenced most of our favorite bands. Bands like Pantera were wildly inspired by Kiss. Bands like Ghost were also very much inspired by Kiss. They've said so vocally. But Kiss also, immediately after their performance, made a huge announcement on the future of the band, and it is honestly pretty shocking, and we're going to get to that in just a bit. But first, I want to go through many of the amazing tributes that have poured in from rock stars around the world to give you an idea of just how much this band meant to so many people. Here's one from Matt Cameron, drummer of Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, and Third Secret. He wrote, "Big night for my childhood heroes, Kiss, rocking Madison Square Garden for the last time. Rock on, Kiss, and thanks for the incredible memories." Notice that question mark. Here's Zach Myers, guitarist of Shinedown. In 2013, we were invited by Kiss to be a part of their Canadian tour. I can't think of many bands and crews that we've been treated better by. Paul Stanley would watch our set almost nightly and is one of the sweetest people on earth. As a joke, Doc McGee would have me jump in the meet and greet photo last every single show, to the point where I certainly felt it annoyed Gene Simmons. The first week of the tour, I asked Gene if I could buy one of his gold axe basses that he played on stage, hoping for a discount. At the end of the tour, he walked up to me and handed me a blood-covered axe bass that he had just played that night, as a gift. Then at the meet and greet, Paul gave all four of us one of his guitars signed by the band. Not only that, we were starting a tour 5 days after this, and we had very long travel days home. Paul called me the morning of the last show and invited us to fly on their plane back to the U.S. That's what kind of people that they are. When I was a kid, I liked Kiss, but not until I was older did I get Kiss, and now I do. So Paul, Gene, Tommy, and Eric, and Ace, and Peter, and all past Kiss members, thank you for making rock and roll not boring, and thanks for the years. We love you. I love you. The end. Mike Portnoy, drummer of Dream Theater, shared, "We wanted the best, we got the best," as tonight at Madison Square Garden in NYC, where I saw them live for the first time in December 1977. That is very impressive, Mike. Marks Kiss's very final show ever, apparently. This calls for an all-inclusive special MP photo of the day, Kiss Goodbye Edition, paying tribute to one of my favorite bands of all time. As you'll see here, swipe, I have pics through the years with 8 out of the 10 official members, only missing Mark St. John, rest in peace, and Vinnie Vincent. Thank you to all the members, past and present, for 50 years of music. Obviously, here, Mike Portnoy rolls deep with Kiss. All these cool photos over the years. What a legend he is as well. Ray Luzier, drummer of Korn. "These guys are the main reason I started playing drums. They were superheroes to me growing up. Tonight is their last show." Question mark at the Garden. It is honestly hilarious that all these people that are not connected to each other are questioning this. At the Garden, I just want to say a huge thank you for the many decades of rock and entertainment you've given us all. And he's got a number of pictures with Kiss. Who doesn't love Kiss? This just gives you an idea of how many people that they've inspired. Man, I thought this was a really cool one from John 5. This is a very unique photo you're going to see here in just a moment. He said, "I have had the most magical 38 hours I've had in a very long time. My wife completely surprised me on Friday and said, 'You better get dressed. You're going to New York. Your Uber is coming in 45 minutes. She got me a plane ticket, a hotel, and surprises me with going to the last Kiss show on Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. It was a magical moment. Congratulations to Kiss for their incredible 50-year career. It was emotional. It was exciting, something I will never forget. Thank you, Kiss. And thank you to Robert Long, Ashley, Andy, Scott, everybody on the Kiss Road crew for making it an incredible night. I do want to add, I talked to Gene after the show, and this picture was taken right before he walked into the dressing room to start to take his makeup off. So this could be the last picture that was taken with his makeup on. Pretty incredible night. And that is honestly a historical photo if that is true and if this is Kiss's final show. There are a lot of tributes. I'm not going to go through them all. I don't have time to, but I got to tell you, if this is Kiss's final show, and I think it possibly could be, despite the fact that they made this very bizarre announcement that I'm going to get to in just a moment, they have had an amazing career. Whether or not Ace and Peter got to perform, which they did not, they've had an incredible career. They are legends. They are icons. 50 years in the game, inspiring so many people. No matter what anybody says at the end of the day about Kiss, no matter what any sort of disagreements people have with Kiss, you cannot take anything away from this band and what they have been able to accomplish. And what they have accomplished will stand the test of time, and it already has. 50 years in the game. Absolutely iconic. Now, as you saw from the various rock legends that we're showing, they all have hesitation about whether or not Kiss is going to keep performing in the future, and that is for good reason. And I got to tell you, I was already a little bit cynical about whether or not Kiss was going to retire, and I was honestly as cynical as I have been. I was truly shocked and appalled when Kiss put a countdown on their website, which says this. I'm going to put it up on the screen. It says, "The end is only the beginning. Do not miss out." They launched this countdown timer for an announcement that would go up after their final show. This was like what people in the comments, and if you left this comment, and I know a number of you did, they're going to announce some sort of maybe a new version of the band, whatever, at the end of the show. Shout out to you, because that was, I assume you were joking, but as you can tell now, that was not a joke. Oh my goodness. I mean, they will stop at nothing to monetize their brand. I respect it. I do. You've got to respect just how honestly shameless Kiss can be when it comes to promoting their brand, their intellectual property, whatever you want to call it. But we know for a fact now that Kiss is going to carry on into the future. They released this bizarre and sort of dystopian video. So here it is, and I'm not going to play any of this sound, but I'm going to walk you through it. You're not really missing anything. It's just kind of like action movie music. This is the announcement. So they're doing motion capture, and they've been immortalized apparently because they have done motion capture. By the way, reborn as avatars to rock forever. Jeez, guys. Jeez. A new era begins. We're cartoons now. Be part of the new era, only on Kiss Online. I gotta tell you, folks, they're coming with the AI music. They're coming with the 3D avatars, and you have a choice to make. You can either support this kind of stuff and embrace it, or you can go against it and stand up for live music. I don't think I'm ever gonna go for this kind of stuff. This isn't appealing to me. If you want to release a Kiss video game or something, I'll play a Kiss video game. But they're acting like it's a new era, the new era reborn. We're going to be 3D avatars. I don't like it. I'm not saying Web3 is not going to catch on, but this kind of stuff where it's like, we're not going to do live music anymore. We're going to, I mean, maybe there will be a market for that at some point, but it's never going to be with me, and I hope it won't be with you, because I think live music brings us together, and I think we should always push to have in-person live events, and none of this sitting at home with your fucking headset on watching Kiss from a motion capture. I don't like it at all. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, because I don't like this at all.